Hey guys and gals, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, which you probably don't because I have like 6 subscribers, my name is Ashley Williams and I talk about weight loss and just life in general on this channel. So welcome and thank you for watching. I asked my friends on Facebook if there's anything they'd like to see videos on, and the first question that I got was a question about how I choose what I eat in a day, and that's kind of a complex question because sometimes I just really don't care, but I decided I would go through some things with you guys. I wrote some stuff down. So I give myself a calorie limit, which like a lot of people don't like doing, but it helps me keep up with what I'm eating. Even if I don't stick to it exactly, it does help me keep track of my caloric intake throughout the week. I give myself like 1,000 calories a day. It's something I've been doing. I don't end up hungry. I end up eating just a lot of low calorie stuff in high quantities. So the first thing that I look for when I'm looking for things to eat is how high in calories it is, because if something's more than 500 calories, I'm not very likely to eat it, or I'll eat like half of it and make it into 2 meals, or like if I go to Chipotle, the bowls end up being about 1,000 calories and I'll have that for dinner 2 times in a row, so I actually end up saving money. The next thing I look for is like low fat options and things like light sour cream, light salad dressings, things like that. And that also really helps me stick to my calorie goals throughout the day. I try and avoid eating a lot of fried foods. I really don't eat French fries. I don't eat mozzarella sticks, things like that. If I do eat fried food, it's usually like fried broccoli or fried mushrooms. I like live for fried pickles, but I eat them very rarely. If I do eat something fried, it's usually like a cheat day and I'm out to dinner with my family, or I'll like steal a fry from my boyfriend every so often, but that's about it. Another thing that I do actually is I try and eat out as few times as possible throughout the month. It ends up saving me money, and it also helps me know exactly what I'm putting in my body, because when I am eating out, I don't exactly know what they're putting into the food, so it's really hard for me to keep track of what I'm eating. And restaurants tend to have really high calorie, high fat meals. If I do go out, I tend to opt for like a salad or like steak and broccoli or chicken and broccoli, like a protein and a vegetable, maybe a starch if I haven't had one that day, like a baked potato or a sweet potato, which I live off sweet potatoes. I can eat them for lunch. They're great, and they're really a good low calorie option that's really fulfilling, and it'll fill you up and it'll keep you full for a while. Another thing that I do is I do not keep junk food in my apartment at all. I don't have anything here right now that I can snack on, because if I have things I can snack on, I'll binge eat it all day, because I'm like, well, I already messed up my calories, so I might as well, you know, just screw up the rest of the day, and that way I can't do it tomorrow. And I realized that, so I just stopped buying it. The only thing I really have is Smart Pot by Orville Redenbacher, and I have to prepare that, so I'm not going to eat on it all day. And they're in single serve bags. One thing that I like to do is in the morning when I'm running late for my 8 a.m., I'll eat a Luna bar for breakfast or lunch sometimes, because my classes go from 8 a.m. to 1:35, so I don't always have time to eat, so I'll like slip a Luna bar in my backpack and kind of eat it in my class at 11 if I'm getting too hungry. I also try and drink a smoothie a day. I usually drink them in the mornings if I'm gonna drink them, but I actually just had one for lunch not too long ago, and it was really good and fulfilling. I had just worked out, so I didn't want anything too heavy, because then I would have felt like I kind of wasted my workout. Another thing that I try and do is I limit my red meat intake. If I'm gonna eat red meat, I'm gonna save it for like eating a filet at a steakhouse. When it comes to things like tacos and stuff, I'll make it with ground turkey, and if you season it right, you really can't even tell a difference, and it saves a lot of fat, and red meat rots in your stomach, and that's not the greatest for you. Another thing I do is like if I'm really wanting something sweet, I'll eat Halo Top. I've talked about that in a previous video, but I'm talking about it again because it is something that's been really good for me in maintaining my cravings and making sure that I don't go out at like 1 o'clock in the morning and eat McDonald's, because I do have ice cream at the house and it's only 80 calories a serving, and it's really not bad. You can get them as low as 60 and as high as 90, but I think that's as high as they go per serving. And I'll sometimes put sugar-free Hershey's syrup that I've talked about before as well on it to like make it feel kind of like I'm being really bad, but I'm like not being bad at all. Another thing that I do is when I eat sandwiches, I eat them on light bread to save calories. So instead of eating 160 calories in bread, I'll only eat 80, so I have more room to put like turkey or cheese, or like if I'm making a grilled cheese. Another thing I found is in a recipe book I bought recently. I just bought like 4 recipe books. Like, I have enough recipes to eat a different meal for every meal for like 2 years as of right now. But they had a French toast recipe. It's only 270 calories for 3 pieces of French toast, and I couldn't even eat the 3rd piece, and you make it with the light bread, and it's so good and you can't even tell. My boyfriend, who hates diet type foods, loved it, and my mom enjoyed it as well. I don't think too much about what I'm eating because I only keep things that I can't eat in my house, and when I go out I just opt for a salad. I try not to obsess over it because I don't think that's very healthy for your mental state. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'm really trying to make a difference for people who are trying to lose weight and trying to help them do it the healthy way versus how I did it for the first 19+ years of my life.